Yeah, we can see your screen. You can just open RStudio, I think. Okay. Good. You were able to knit. You're making 17 slides. Okay. Great. Okay. I think you have to walk us through from each line of the code. That not only will give you give us the details, but also it will give you a lot of clarity.
Yes, sir. So first part is loading the data.
Okay. Loading the packages comes first.
Package. First loading the packages.
Okay.
Then loading the data.
So you're working in a Quarto document now. So you
Yes,
are using the read_CSV function, and then the data is in a folder called raw data within the data folder, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then okay. This last time we have done, no?
Yes, sir.
Number of participants, number of households.
Number of participants, number of households. So that is saved as a
okay.
RDS. And
Okay.
here it is assigned as a read RDS.
Okay.
So number of participant, number of household, average household size is all the location done there.
Okay.
Average household size, mean age, standard deviation
of age.
Okay. Sex distribution table.
Mm-hmm.
Then sex distribution, that is we filtered the percentage which is majority.
Okay.
To write it sentence that majority of the participants were males.
Okay. I would prefer that line 27 would start with a small letter S instead of a capital letter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
later on also you need to change it. Okay.
Then is female percentage, because then we wanted to report the percentage as well.
Okay.
Then residence distribution is urban rural distribution.
Okay.
Then here's a table of alcohol use by gender.
Okay. That you have created in the damtari_code.r, no? The R script.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. It is that table was that using cross step GT summary.
Okay, you use GT summary.
So this many table. The plots I used, there was using the PNG.
Okay. Okay.
So they are not appearing in the here.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay. Study settings. That is good. Study design. Okay. Okay.
What I should have added is that pre-processing. I should have added it.
Yeah. In methodology, you have study design, Damtari district in the state of Chhattisgarh. Study setting, design secondary data analysis of the. Yeah, I think one major section or subsection that is missing in methodology is data source. Okay.
Okay.
So you should talk about the data source as well. The data source is actually coming from the annual health survey data, which is again available from the data.gov.in. You should also provide the proper citation for that.
Yes.
Study period. No, the study period should actually be reflective of when the data was collected and at what, rather than saying that it's not the analysis period, right?
Okay.
It's the study period. So the study period should be whenever the data or AHS survey. Yeah, I think it's somewhere. When was it? 14, right? Somewhere around 14, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Study participants you can. There is a little more detail on So that information also sometimes may be helpful when you're actually describing your study participants, okay? How the sampling was done. And for example, how many households? 10,000 households, right?
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000 households. So that number has to come, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That you have mentioned it already in the discussion, but sorry, in the introduction.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
in the methodology section is where it should actually come, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, one other, I think, yeah, you have added, right? Socio-demographic variables, comorbidity, addictions of the individuals. So one other, when you're writing this kind of, projects, you should also, when you're talking about data source, you should also tell about what data is available. So you should talk about the variables, right? A total
Yes.
of these many variables were there, and out of them, we, for the purpose of this study, we have selected this variable.
Yes.
You know? So
Yes,
that
sir.
way it might be a little more, yeah, this thing. Okay. Anyway, data analysis in R software, it's a statistical programming language. Okay.
Yes, sir.
The data analysis was done using the statistical programming language R. You know? And how do you look for the citation? Is it citation? Yeah. Why don't you just type something called a citation in the console? CITA citation. CITA. Yeah. Bracket open, bracket close. No. No. Just type first 4 letters and it will automatically come. Hit enter. Backspace. Yeah. Hit enter and enter. One more enter. Yeah. Why don't you minimize your presentation window? See. To cite R in publications, use this. Okay. So the author is R core team 2023, R a language environment for statistical computing. Underscore means it will actually be in, what do you call it? It will be italics. Okay. R Foundation for Statistical Computing, Vienna, Austria. Okay. So you can also add this in your BibTeX entry if you're using LaTeX or BibTeX. Maybe we will see that later on. Okay. Okay, I have told you how to add a citation, no?
Yes, I think we did it in the previous
Oh,
discussion, very
okay,
briefly touched it.
yeah, I think
Zotero and then
Frederick sir, what you can do is in line 35,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
we'll add a citation. Okay, why don't you open your Firefox? Yeah, just in Google Scholar or something, you just type annual health survey India. Okay, we don't have much. Why don't you scroll down? Okay, can you scroll a little up? Yeah, disparity in maternal this thing. They're using AHS and servicing. Yeah, why don't you just okay? We are assuming that we have the right citation, right article. Okay, you can go to this option called cite. So you can just click on BibTeX. Okay. So this is what is the metadata. Okay.
Yes.
No, go back to your R Studio, or you can just press back button here, back button. I want you to also look for some DOI. Okay. Cancel this, close this site button. Okay. I want you to find something that has a DOI. Why don't you press anything?
Open.
Click on that.
So adding the Zotero extension to Firefox and citing like that.
That'll also be good. Okay, but I just want you to go to article info. So can you come down? Can you come down? Can you come down? How come there is no DOI?
It is.
There's a DOI, yeah? Yeah, there is this DOI, no? Last 10 dot.
Here
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, from there, copy that. Okay, now come to your R Studio. Okay, why don't you go to the visual mode? Visual mode. Come to your introduction, line 1. Yeah, the first thing. Now press on insert, citation from DOI, paste DOI, search, click on it. Yeah. See, how do you know it is selected? Because you come down and you see Ashwati at Ashwati 2016 is already there,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That means
yeah.
it is selected. You press insert. So, so now what has happened is, why don't you remove everything once again? No, just remove this Ashwati, whatever. Okay. Yeah. Do the same thing again. Okay. See, just below that Ashwati 2016, there is add to reference.bib, right?
Yes, sir.
So basically what it is going to do is it is going to create a file for you called references.bib. Bib stands for bibliography file. Okay, bib.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in that references.bib, everything will be written in the way that you have seen before, in the sense an article and then all the metadata will be there. Let's see. Okay. Why don't you press
Yes, sir.
insert? As of right now, you're not seeing anything, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But what I want you to do is press render. And why don't you come up to the YAML on your code? See, already, did you type this
Yes, no.
bibliography reference.bib? No, automatically it
No,
has come,
now it is
isn't
come.
it? Now
Yeah.
go to your files pane. And you see, go to your, where is this presentation files, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just maybe a couple of minutes it will take. But go to, it should be created now. Yeah. See, already Ashwati et al.
Yeah,
Is
it is come.
created. And
Yeah.
now go to your files pane. Why don't you press refresh on the top right corner? Last. Interesting. You should create one folder. Sorry, this thing. Go to analysis or not analysis, no. Go back to your working directory. How to do that? Yeah, go there. Yeah, differences.bib. Okay.
Here it
So
is.
now, the problem is that you have two files called presentation underscore files, right? One is in your this thing, the outside thing that you have used last in August 3rd, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So, but there's one more that has been created just now. Go to the presentation files. So yeah, this is today, isn't it?
Yes,
Okay. Okay. That's interesting. Maybe that is one of the reasons that the images were not being put properly. Let's see. Okay. Why don't you open that references.bib? Anand, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Lokesh, you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the references.bib has actually created this for you, isn't it? So now what I want you to do is I want you to go to the console and copy the R citation. Now I want you to minimize the files pane. Scroll down. See, you see a BibTeX, from at manual. No, not all of that. I want you to copy. See, look at what references.bib is. It starts with @article and it closes with curly bracket, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, you have to copy this @ manual and then the curly bracket, the bottom one. You see, there's one more. Yeah. Copy it. Now come to line 16. Same. No. In the references.bib, go to line 16. Hit a couple of enters. Yeah. Now paste it. Okay. Now you see. Okay. Great. So what you can do is one thing is missing here. You see in the line 2, there is @article Ashwati 2016. Okay. That means when you want to call this article, you go back to your presentation.qmd. Yeah. See, come to line. Yeah. See, that is what you say @Ashwati 2016. So this is the key for that particular reference, isn't it? So whenever you're using this BibTeX or this kind of bibliography file, you have to give a key also. So usually the conventional traditional way is that you start with the author and then the year. Okay. So what you can do is you can go to references.bib now. And before the comma of line 18, before the comma, you can say R small it. 2023, right? This is 2023.
Yeah.
2023. Okay. So why don't you save this? Close this. Now come down. Yeah, in the methodology last line. Before standard deviation, before summary data, just when you said statistical programming language R. After that, I want you to after the one left arrow once. No, there only. I mean, I want you to not right arrow, left arrow. Once again. Yeah. Now I want you to open a square bracket, or you can just do one thing. You can just press. If I'm not wrong, let me just check it. I don't want to confuse you. I don't know why it's not working. Okay, anyway, I want you to go to the insert button or what you can do is you can directly, citation, you can say citation. Go to my sources bibliography. See, it's already there. Select that, insert. Okay. Now render it once again. Okay, why don't you come to the bottom of this? I want to see. Come to the bottom. Okay, so you would like to have a references slide, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hit enter. One more enter. Okay, I know that you're not able to see it, but the data was analyzed using statistical programming language R, and then in the bracket R core teams, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
In your presentation. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want you to give a first level header or a second level header called references. You want a new slide, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you can go to source also. That's also fine. References. Now render. Okay. Anyway, we'll come back to this. Why don't you go up? See, that is the reason I wanted you to do all the analysis somewhere and then just bring the bare minimum things here. Because every time you render, it is going to take quite a bit of time, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'm sure that, okay. Now I want you to, I'll tell you a very neat trick. You can just go up once again. You use plus minus, no? In the summary data, okay, references, right now there is nothing, I know. Okay, go there. So in line number, so what you can do is you just remove that, use two dollar signs, dollar. Okay, I want you to, back PM. Okay. So this is a LaTeX command that actually helps you to write. The good thing about this is that you can have n number of LaTeX. If you know LaTeX, and then you can write a lot of LaTeX as well here. Okay. Okay. Say plus minus has come. Okay. I want you to press the three arrows down, not arrows, those three lines just beside, below. In the methodology slide, on the slide where our core team is there in blue color, on the slide, on the left corner, see, references by default were put in the last.
Okay.
Okay. I think the reason might be because, okay. Why don't you remove thank you? Put two slides. I think references usually are put in the last, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, okay. render it once again. But it could be possible that you would want, this is right now, it is presented in, what style is this? APA. By default, it takes, I think by default, it takes CSL, which CSL? Yeah, I'm not really sure on, yeah, it says, yeah, it takes Chicago style.
Okay.
It takes Chicago, but you would, when you're really wanting to use medical this thing, you would prefer to have Vancouver, no?
Vancouver, yeah,
Okay.
with the numbering as well.
Yeah, yeah. Do you have Zotero installed in your computer?
Yeah, should be there.
Okay. In your search button down here, yeah, type vancouver.csl, VANC, Vancouver.csl. CLS, not CSL. No, yeah, CSL. Okay, interesting. Why did you type Zotero in your, not here, in your search button?
Zotero second.
Yeah. Open file location. No, I don't want it. That's fine. You can open. Yeah. You can go to tools or file. No, tools. Edit. Edit.
Editor.
Preferences. Okay. Go to site. Can you come down? Yeah. Why don't you? No. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to find out where exactly that is saved. You know? Okay. Why did you right click that? Nothing is happening, no?
Nothing's happening.
Get additional styles. Okay. It is there in a folder. Okay. I think what you can do is type in your search bar Zotero, but don't click on it. Type Zotero. Yeah. There is this option on the right called open file location. Okay, I want you to go to your C folder, C drive, users. You go to this PC, double click, users, Frederick, Zotero, last, styles. So you have Vancouver here. Copy the last one. Just copy it. Now go to your working directory in your RStudio. Okay, I think not working directory. I think this is fine. Go open show folder in new window. Last but one. So you have to ensure that wherever .bib is there, you have to put it here. And now Control V or paste it here. Okay. Okay, now come back to your RStudio. Go to the top wherever you have written bibliographies references.bib. Yeah, hit one enter after that. Say CSL. Yeah, enter. Vancouver.csl. Ensure you just copy the name and just paste it. Yeah, just ensure that spelling is correct. Dot CSL. Okay. Now render. Our assumption is that now the references would be in the Vancouver style. Earlier it was in the Chicago style because Chicago is the author date format. It's the default way. Okay. Anyway, I want you to scroll down. Okay, methodology is fine. Results. The data set consisted of information on so-and-so participants, individuals living in so many. See, now it's numbered, no? Why didn't you go to slide 1? You can just press on the 3 lines on the bottom left. Go to the first slide. Yeah. Next. See, just see citation 1.
Yeah, it is coming.
Yeah, it is in your perfect format that you wanted, no? Vancouver
Yes,
style.
sir.
So it's very simple. If I ask you to do Sage Harvard style, okay? So what you would do, you would just go to your Zotero styles, the folder, or you can just, okay, if you don't have the folder with you, okay, the second one, yeah, Zotero second one. See, there's a lot of options for you, okay? Let us assume that I want you to use IEEE. You want to try IEEE? Okay. So why don't you go to your last but one styles. There's this IEEE style. Copy that. No, you have pasted it, not copied. You have to first select it. Now right click, copy it. Go to your working directory or not working directory, wherever your .bib was. I want you to go to the gear button, last but one. Paste it here. Paste it here. Okay. Now go to your RStudio, change CSL IEEE. Okay. Render. Okay. This is one way to do it. Okay. Now I want you to go to your results section. I want to see what you've done. Okay. Okay. I know that you've put. Is the problem with line 72 to 75? See, now the brackets are no longer, curved brackets or parentheses. They are square brackets, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Now, why don't you go to your, yeah, everything else would be the same. Actually, there is not much difference between IEEE and I cannot say that there is some difference. But if you want Harvard style, what is the difference? Harvard style is usually the year and author, no? Author year style, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, I hope now if you have to change things, it's very easy to change, no? It's not
Yes,
very
sir.
difficult. Okay. Okay. Results section. Okay. Individuals living in, number of households you have given. But why don't you go to the results slide on your right? Okay. Read the first point.
Data set consists of information of 3,52,987 individuals living in okay, some
10,000.
problem.
Yeah, 1 lakh what?
Yeah, correct.
1 lakh houses. So you cannot type there. You have to type here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So line 61. Yeah. Houses. The average family size was 3.5. Okay. Okay. Great. Mean age of the participants was found to be so and so plus minus so and so. Okay. Out of these many participants, 50.4% were female. Distribution, isn't it? I would, if I ask you what is the male age and female age,
So
yeah, you can do that. No, you can use GT summary to actually select age and female, and then you can ask it to summarize it by gender, and then it's going to give you the median age and median. It's not difficult. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So that would complete things. That would complete, the age and gender distribution, because if at all you're assuming that both males and females are comparable not just by proportion but also by their individual characteristics, then you would want the mean age of females and males to be comparable. You want to show that to the reader, isn't it?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So now results continued. The plot shows the distribution. Okay. So this is what you've used the PNG, isn't it?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to come to line 70 and press Control Shift C. Okay. Great. Okay. So what actually happened now is that it commented out. Earlier, when you're learning R script, I told you, whenever you type hash symbol, that means computer will not run that code, isn't it?
Yes.
But the shortcut for that is Control Shift C. Okay. But when right now we are in R Markdown or QMD, Quarto Markdown. So here also we can comment out things. Okay. So what actually happened is you tried definitely to create a plot, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
In line 72 to 75, but it did not work.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
The reason is in line 72, you said that this is an R chunk. Okay. I've given two options. Don't echo the, whatever code. I just want the output. And you said don't evaluate this.
Yes, sir.
But you want to evaluate this. No, you want it to run this code as an R code and show you the
Yes, sir.
output, right? So why don't you turn eval equals to true instead of false? Comma. Now I want you to render it. Oh, Subarna has joined us. Okay. Hi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Mm. Yeah, it'll take some time. But our assumption now is that in this particular slide, results continued, which is slide 6 out of 17, you will now have a plot. Okay. And that plot will no longer be skewed like this. It will be a genuine plot. Let's wait for a couple of more seconds. Now you see.
Yeah, feel better.
It's a genuine plot. Okay. Are you happy with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what you can do is you can go to echo equals to false and just give a comma after that. And you have any number of options coming down. Okay. Why don't you press down arrow, down arrow, down arrow and see? Okay. Down arrow, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow, down arrow. You can check, set the DPI, right? Down arrow,
Yeah.
you can say, I want my figure to be aligned in the center,
Yeah.
isn't it? You want to try that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, select that. The last option, center, is already given for you. Just one backspace and one end. Hit one backspace, equal to symbol. Come down, use your, yeah. Now Control Shift K or render. It'll again take some time, but now it'll align the image. I'm very happy that you've used source data.gov.in AHS data from the Mtari district. Yeah. Yeah. I think figure 1 should not be put in the title. Figure 1 is a caption that you need to give, isn't it?
Okay, sir.
So what you can do is there are two things. Would you want the figures to be automatically numbered, or you want to put the number on your own?
Yeah, I put them on my own. Each one
Why? No, I know you put it on your own. I'm asking, do you want it to?
No, I would like them to be
Auto lead, no?
auto. Yeah, yes, sir.
Okay. So now it is entered, no?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I want you to try and put a caption for this figure. What do you think will be the command to put the figure caption?
A comma.
Comma. Okay. Press down arrow. Down arrow. Keep pressing down arrow, and select whatever is representing figure caption. Down arrow. Press. Keep looking at things. I want you to explore.
Figure cap.
You want? That's okay. This is supposed to be string, no? String,
Yeah,
no? Okay. Whatever opens has to close also. Okay. I think, yeah, I'll give you your freedom. You can think about any figure caption. You can say the first figure or whatever, or you can just copy paste whatever is there. The plot, it's a bar
So
chart.
the numbering part of the figure caption we can leave out. Right? That is the part it will automatically do.
Yeah, I want you guys to figure out that. Let's see. Why don't you do figure 1 and see? Render it.
So the heading should be backspace.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry, nothing, sir.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
heading is there.
Okay. The caption has already come, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Now that you have given figure 1, it is given figure 1. But and right now you are in something called as a presentation mode, isn't it?
Yes.
So in presentation, usually the figures are not auto-numbered.
Okay.
Fine, that's okay. We'll move forward. It's not a QMD has multiple phases. Presentation is one of them. The other things. Sorry. Okay.
So in this case, the figure is the old heading is also there. That means figure
Okay.
on.
Okay. I think in line 41. Sorry, not 41. 74. Yeah, sorry, 74. Frederick sir, what you can do is you can, after residence distribution, I want you to press. So now this is you have created a ggplot, right? So this is a
Yes,
ggplot object that you have created, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
So if you want to label a figure or give a title, so how would you do it? You would say something ggplot, and then you would say data is so and so plus labs. So why don't you say
Labs.
plus? Yeah, plus labs. Labs. Yeah. Title equals to give an empty string. Yeah. Now, so Anand, what this will do is that it'll remove the title from the image.
Okay.
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 So what I'm trying to say here, or trying to illustrate here, is that you have created a ggplot object that you're reusing, isn't it?
Yes,
So if you cannot edit it, you cannot. So you can also change the theme. You can change the color of the plot. You can say, okay, I don't want this default orange and blue. I want some new colors. That's also possible. Okay.
it wouldn't have been possible if we had like, stuck with a PNG.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. So you want to try that? You want to change the this thing?
Yes, I will try.
Yeah, don't use labs. Okay, I want you to change. Sex is not a very good label. Let's change it to gender. So what you'll do, comma, x equals to gender. No, nowadays there is a lot of things, right? Yeah. Anyway, now after this, I want you to press plus.
SCX, right? Sir?
No, gender. Yeah, that's fine. No, what we're trying to say is that we don't want to use sex as a label. We want to use gender as the label. So we are overriding. Okay.
Yes, sir.
We are,
But it written as X.
yeah, x-axis, isn't it? And y-axis.
Okay, okay, okay. Ah, okay.
You
So it is correct
got
to
my
write in
point?
quotation marks.
Yeah, it's excellent. Yeah, okay. Now I want you to change the default colors, okay? So you can, I don't know if this will work, but I'm assuming that you've used scale. Is this color or fill you have used?
Fill. I think should be fill.
Okay. Scale fill viridis.
Fill. Scale
Yeah.
fill, sir.
Yeah, I think it's scale underscore fill underscore viridis. Yeah, anything will do. B also, it's fine. Okay, it might say that I don't know where is this function coming from. So the package name is viridis. Okay, I want you to use viridis and colon before this. Viridis, viridis, colon. No. Just don't give the space. Everything is perfect. Yeah. Okay. So what this means is that you're saying this function is coming from this package, isn't it? You don't have to, because you're only using this package once. So you need not load the whole package. Okay. So you're just saying, okay, go and get this. I don't need you to do the whole of the thing. Now render it. Okay. Scale viridis is not object exported from viridis. That means, just 1 second. Why don't you go to console? No, you're in background jobs now. Go to console. Type scale fill, SCALE. Yeah. Fill underscore V. Okay, it's actually coming from ggplot only. You're able to see?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then you need not say where it is. Yeah, you remove that. Should work fine. Render. So it's orange and blue now. So now it's going to change the color. Maybe it will be something like, purple and yellow or something. I know I'm taking some time, but I want you to do it. So
Some errors.
yeah, what is the error? Line 73 to 75. Yeah, it says knit process execution halted. Okay,
Wrong type of
bin
script.
scans only support continuous data. Okay, so that means 1 second. So see, it's continuous scale. Hmm. So why don't you try D underscore D instead of B? Yeah, D for discrete. Okay. Render. B for binned, C for continuous, D for discrete. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Is it the same error or is it taking time?
Take it.
Okay. Okay. What other thing you can do is you can draw a line horizontally around 10,000. How would you do that? See?
Yes.
Okay. Happy? So again, the point is that it's a reusable RDS object. So it's always
Yeah.
good when you actually save your plots as, instead of we tend to save it as an image, no?
Yeah.
And then we will really have a lot of tough time to find out how did we create this and all of that. Okay. So it's a good habit to create your plots as RDS files, and then only when you want to use them or reuse them, you can just bring them as RDS files in your script, in your Quarto document, and then you can do that. If you remember, I also told you how to create this ggplot to an interactive, this thing also using Plotly, right?
Totally.
So
Yes,
those
you
kind of
move your
things
mouse
also.
over.
Yeah, those things also will be possible now that you have created an RDS file. Okay, if it was a PNG, it would have been difficult, isn't it? If you remember all the scales and alignment and the width and height when you're trying to use it for an image, it was a little difficult. Now it was possible, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, go to the next slide. So this one, I'm sure that you were able to do it properly. I mean, again, you're using a image that you have saved, isn't it?
Thereafter, I used images. I have not prepared the RDS.
Okay. But
After
maybe
this,
in the next time, I would
I'll do
prefer,
all over again.
yeah, I can do all of that. Okay.
I'll try.
Now, why don't you come to the table that you have created? Yeah. This one, did you use it as an RDS or did you use it as a?
I think RDS. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This one.
Okay. Did you call it table 1? When
Yeah.
you were
Yeah. There I called it labs title.
okay.
Table
Okay.
1.
Okay. But then you should also understand that it's also possible to give a caption. Okay. How would you give a caption?
Yes.
Excellent. I'm happy with what you're doing. No. Caption, not the labs.
Caps here.
Caption, right? So in the, somewhere around there. Okay, why did you come down? Don't copy it. Don't copy it. It's called fig.cap, right? So what you can do is in line 121, after R, give a space, not there, within the curly bracket. One more space, come back once. Yeah. I want you to give a couple of spaces. Yeah, come back to R, give a space, type. Is there something called as a table caption?
Okay.
is there something called as a table caption? Okay. I'm actually putting a link for you in the chat. Okay, Frederick sir?
Yes, sir.
I want you to open that link. Okay, scroll down. Scroll down. See, here you have very interesting way that they've written to show how to write the table caption. Okay. Fig.cap was the thing, but you can use table cap also. Why didn't you copy that? Why didn't you go to your, yeah? Frederick sir, I would like for you to interpret this table. Can you interpret?
It says it shows alcohol use both by gender.
Yeah.
Uh,
Then
like,
what does the p-value here tell you?
The distribution is significant between alcohol use and gender. There is exact association is not telling, but
No, what it's trying to say, you have to be careful when you're interpreting things. So what it's trying to say is that there is a kind of, say, whatever
difference.
thing you're seeing, the difference between gender and alcohol use, it is not due to chance.
Yeah.
Okay. That is exactly what it is saying. Okay. So, but since you're doing a test of proportions, what does chi-square test do? It tests the, yeah, what do you call it? The expected and observed,
Observed.
right? If there is no difference between both the groups, right? If there is
Yeah.
no difference of alcohol use in both the groups, you get equal proportions
Yes, sir.
in both the groups. Okay. Just like you found that in total 50-50, right? Total
Yeah.
50-50. That means, yeah, male and female are not really different. Both of them are, equally distributed, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Similarly, the ex drinker and male, in male and female, there is a difference. Okay. That difference might not be. So, for example, if there is a difference of 0.8, the total is 0.8, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
So you would want equal number to be distributed in both of them. You would want 1,350 in one group and 1,350 in another group, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yeah.
But it is not so. Okay. Secondly, in never drank also, out of 48% people who never drank, that means 1,70,501%. You would want 24% to be in male and 24% to be in female, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
But you saw that there's a lesser proportion in males as compared to females. That means men tend to experience drinking more as compared to women, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Even occasional drinkers. Okay.
Yeah.
And usual drinker, right? You see, ex drinkers are more, never except never drank. Everything else is more.
Yes, sir.
In female, so sorry, in males, isn't it?
Yes.
So there is the difference, whichever you're finding, which is actually expected. That is, if there's no difference, it will be 50-50. But that 50-50 can also be maybe 48-52, right? 48-52 can be due to chance, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
But if it is how much, will you say it is not due to chance? That is what depends, tells the p-value tells you. Okay. I know I'm actually confusing you, but you should always be very clear in the concepts of how to interpret, right? And again here, what was your hypothesis before you? You have to think about your hypothesis, your research question, the null hypothesis, then alternative hypothesis, and then you fail to reject your null hypothesis, right?
Yes.
So that's how you need to frame it. Okay. Why don't you control shift and why don't you render this and see if this is working? So if it works, then you should get a table caption.
Yes, sir.
Lokesh, are you getting ideas to do this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'm expecting from you is to create a blog.
Okay.
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 I think Frederick sir has already shared the RMD file, the QMD file with you, right? Maybe,
Yes.
sir, you can also share it once again, the updated one.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, what I'll do is I'll walk you through it. See, okay, now what happened? Table caption. Okay.
Okay,
Said
sir.
that something is wrong.
Yeah.
The reason is,
The comma after R.
why don't you try? Now render it. Okay. Okay, Frederick sir, I think why don't you share this script with you, with us in the group. I'll share my screen and then I'll just very quickly show you how we can change this presentation into many other outputs. I think it won't be a good idea because you have already created your RDS files, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you can then do is, let me check if I already have the data set. If I have the data set in this. Okay, did you use your Damtari code? Okay, right now it's saying it's not working, no?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason is, why don't you remove everything after the comma in table caption? Yes, yeah. Control X. Okay, remove the comma. Come to line 122 and hit one enter. Couple of enters. Come to line 122. Use hash and just there is a backslash button, right, in your this thing above your enter. I want you to use shift and then backslash. Shift and backslash. Space. No, not question mark. You're using the front slash, forward slash. I want to use above enter. Yeah. Space. Control V. Okay, I think I got why it was not working. You were using
Why?
colon, no, table cap colon, not equals to, isn't it? Control V. Okay,
Depending
anyway,
upon whether it is, but
yeah,
you
yeah.
copied it only, no?
No, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Yeah, paste it in line 122.
So whether we use equal or colon depends upon whether it comes within those brackets or as a chunk option.
Yeah, actually, this is called a key value pair. Okay.
Oh,
If you, why don't you go? No, that is fine. Give hash. Why don't you scroll up? I want you to go to a before chunk. See, now you see in every
yes, sir.
other
We've
what
used
do you call
equal
it,
colon.
R code chunk, you're using equals to,
Yes.
isn't it? Figure
Yes,
caption equals to, figure align
Mm.
equals to, echo equals to. But here you were trying to use colon. Okay, maybe that was the reason. But I want you to also try this. Okay, why don't you hit render? So if you would have written this within the R curly brackets, it could have been table cap equals to distribution of alcohol by gender. Okay. If you go to your YAML, can you go to the YAML? See, it's not equals to, isn't it? What is it? It's the colons.
Yeah.
Okay. See.
Yeah. Notice.
Okay. Now it is done. Okay. Great. That's fine. But somehow table numbering has not come. We'll look at that. Okay. Frederick, sir, I want you to go to
Yes, sir.
File, the option File. No, not this one, in the top left, and say Save As. I want you to save this as here itself. Instead of presentation files, I want you to call it select everything and say blog. Save. .qmd, you can type .qmd. Okay. So basically it's creating, I just wanted to create one more file for you. Okay. Now you have opened this thing, and instead of format reveal.js, I want you to type HTML.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, remove that, type HTML. Now hit render. Scroll. Go up to the table. Yeah, table is not showing, right? Oh, it's showing. Okay.
It was,
Okay.
but
Okay. 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 Why don't you go to the files pane? It has created blog.html, no?
yes, I.
Okay. I want you to go to the gear button and open it in a new this thing.
Yeah, for show a new window.
Yeah. Now open blog. Double click. So this is the file. Okay. You can just share this file. Maybe I think you can share it in the group. Can you share it right now in
Yes.
the
Yeah.
WhatsApp chat? Sorry, not. Yeah, anywhere. You can just share it here itself in Zoom. You can open the chat and then attach the file. I think you have to copy the folder path on top. Press on that. No, press on the empty space. Yeah, okay. That's no, not like this. I want you to attach file. The three dots are there, no? Sorry, how to attach file here? Oh yeah, just beside the smiley button, when you're typing the message, there is a empty file option. Are you seeing?
This one. This one also.
No, can you come to the Zoom chat? Is anybody seeing? I'm not able to see.
Sir, even I'm not able to.
Okay.
Firefox is only.
Okay. What you can do is you can just share the file on WhatsApp. That's also fine. Yeah. I think anybody can open it and check if you're able to see.
So the images are not showing up.
Images are not coming. Okay.
Table is there and none of the
Okay.
images are.
Okay. Okay. Wait. What you can do, Frederick sir, go to your R Studio. Okay. In your YAML, after yeah, after HT. Okay, what I want you to do is do exactly this. Just 1 second. I'm sending a link on Zoom chat. Why don't you open that? Yeah, see, format HTML embedded sources true. Just copy that. No, on the top right there is a copy button. Left side, yeah, copy that. Now come to your this thing. Remove that format HTML, that line 3. Remove that whole line. Control V. Okay, now render. Okay, now see your blog HTML is 33.8 KB right now, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's wait. Okay, so embedded sources true means it will now take everything and put it in the HTML file itself. So all the images and everything will be there itself. Okay, let's see. Okay, what will happen? If things works out, that means the file size should increase, isn't it?
So what is the usual best practice to share a project? Like zip the entire folder and share it.
Zip the entire folder and share. That's the best because okay, now why don't you share this file? See, now it's 1.6 MB. Okay, so all the plots have also been included. Now I want you to share this in WhatsApp. And not only Lokesh, Subarna, are you following? Okay, Anand, what about you?
Yes, sir. I am following. Actually, I have
Okay.
some.
Okay. Why don't you open this blog HTML that Frederick sir shared on WhatsApp on your computer or on your phone, and then maybe once again you can tell him if things are working or not.
Yeah, sure.
Are you able to see the
Yes,
screen?
figures are showing up. Even the formatting is correct.
Now everything is correct, no?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want everybody to see everything, sharing the RMD or QMD is fine, but if you want to send, imagine now you have everything in your hands. Just sharing an HTML, writing up an analysis and share the HTML directly. And that HTML has everything embedded, including the references, including the plots, including the tables, everything. And that person can directly host that HTML in their website. You also can do it very quickly.
Okay,
Okay.
sir, everything is okay. At two places there are some overlap. That's all.
Where exactly?
Disease of cardiovascular. And
Yeah, that's because I think Frederick sir has taken the image, no?
PNG, yes.
PNG. Okay. Yeah, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. I think maybe you can rectify it next time.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Now, Lokesh.
Yeah.
So what would I want you to create a HTML file. Okay. But I want you to not use Damtari.
One of the other districts that we
had
downloaded.
Yeah. I want you to use some other district. Maybe you can use the same structure that Frederick sir has used. But instead of actually writing them as points, because Frederick sir was actually using the presentation mode. So he was using points, right? Bullet points. Now you can be a little more descriptive now, right? In the sense that introduction can, methodology can have subsections. Results can have, baseline characteristics, right? Alcoholism or social demography, whatever things are, right? And you can include one more section called discussion, and just add a couple of references there. And conclusion is already there. I want you to add appropriate references wherever necessary. Okay. And then we can make it like an article. Okay. Do you want help?
So I'd like to try it on my own.
Okay. But then I would want somebody to help you out, because it's not just you who's supposed to do this. Okay. I know Anand is a little busy. Frederick sir,
Yes,
I
sir.
would take your request. Why don't you help, Lokesh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, maybe tomorrow you both will present it, an updated version of this. I'll call it a blog. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I just wanted to ask you, is today's session clear, or you have any doubts for today?
And it
No,
is
sir,
clear.
it's almost clear.
Okay, good. No, I'm just trying to bind things. Okay, why were we insisting for you to, use script as a separate thing? Why you had to format things in a certain way? Why you had to use different folders for different things? I hope everything is now coming together. Why was I insisting that you create a data folder? Why was I insisting that you have a separate folder called code? Separate folder for analysis, separate types of files, for a CSV, for an RDS, I hope everything is coming together now.
Yes.
I know I'm including or introducing new concepts like this CSL. I did not explain a lot, right? But you guys got very good understanding of it already, right?
Yes.
Even bibliography, you were able to understand it. And if you have to change it, it's very easy for you to change, okay? Maybe once we meet again tomorrow, then I think things can get a little more nitty, in the sense that then we can have fun. Okay. I know I'm expecting too much, but I want you also to put in some time, because as a group, because things will get very easy, because you have all the understanding, you have all the background now. Okay. Now it's just that the more you do it, the more fun it will be.
Yes.
Okay. Fine.
Yes,
Okay, then I'll stop here for today. I'll request, if you have any doubts, we can just clear it now. We have around 10 minutes more.
no doubt as of now.
Okay. Lokesh, if you're free tomorrow during the day, I know you might not be free tomorrow, no?
No, sir.
Okay, when might be the best time for you and Frederick sir to meet then?
I'll be free in the evening, and I'll be coming back from work around 6-ish. Between 6 to 8 before the class.
On your own? Do you want some time on your own? You want this session to be day after tomorrow?
Yes, so that would actually help me a lot.
Okay. Anand, what about you? Is that okay?
Okay, sir.
Frederick sir, is that okay with you? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it is fine.
I think I already have some commitment for the yes. Tomorrow itself I'll make it. I'll wake up in the morning and spend some time on it myself, and in the evening I can work with it.
Okay. It's up to you. You just let me know. If you want it on Friday also, it's okay with me. But I want you guys to spend some time together. That's the purpose.
Okay.
Okay. I want you guys to not work on them.
Oh,
Okay. maybe
Okay.
some other place from Himachal or Odisha or Bihar, you take a call. I would be very happy if you are able to do 2, not just 1.
Okay.
Okay. So then we can think about comparison, isn't it? Now we can do district level comparisons between this, and then what could be possible is that you take whole of Chhattisgarh. Okay. Take whole of Chhattisgarh and do see, okay, what are the districts that have high, alcohol use, right? You can select, you can say that this is the state average. What are all the districts that have higher, higher than state average? So all that we can do, but then I want you to get familiar with the data sources also.
Okay.
Okay, I know I'm asking a lot, but I want you guys to work together. That is what my intention is.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
we can take tomorrow off if you prefer. We can work whenever you guys are having time. That's also fine. You can just talk amongst yourself, and if you guys want to meet tomorrow also, that's okay with me.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we can take something else up tomorrow. That's also fine. Okay, you guys let me know. Okay.
Okay.
Should we stop now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I have to go.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Subarna, I think maybe next time I'll ask you to share your screen if you have the laptop.
Okay, sir. Not till now, but I will try.
Okay, fine.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay then. Take care. Bye. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.